Carolyn's Corner, featuring singers, songwriters, and authors from all over the world. We are so excited you've joined us, and we're looking forward to having a great time. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure to use the comment section from wherever you're watching to interact during our live shows. We're so excited about our special guests and can't wait to hang out with you. Stream Carolyn's Corner live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and 1071krxp.com.
Hi, it's Carolyn. We're so excited about our special guest tonight, and we're so glad you're here. Get ready. We're going to have some fun. Welcome to Carolyn's Corner. Good.
Well, wasn't that just a great intro?
Oh, it's a great intro. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Carolyn's Corner. I'm so stoked that you're here tonight because we got another great guest. You know, our guests just keep getting better and better and better. And you know what? If you're not here, I'm confident you're on your way. In fact, I'm going to introduce you to this great guest and great guy and let him tell you about himself. Please make welcome while everybody comes in. Tim, talk slowly. Give him a minute, okay? I don't know if you have to talk slowly. They can go back and watch the intro. So, Tim, first of all, Mr. Tim Steinruck. Tim, why don't you start by telling us all about yourself, whatever you'd like to share, while I'm making sure we're set to public so we can see those incredible comments. Go ahead.
Sure. Well, first of all, it's so great to be here with you, Carolyn. Been looking forward to this for quite some time. My name's Tim Steinruck. I'm in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Y'all, he's in Canada. Can you believe that? Wow. I'm in Texas, a little town in Texas. This is so cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, but I'm a huge fan of Texas. I've been down there a number of times. I really enjoy the folks down there. South by Southwest, been there a number of times in Austin, Texas, and
cool.
played there and really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Yeah.
I have never been, but I've heard it's great. My son used to go a lot, so yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to go. The craziness that happens on 6th Street is amazing, right? You know, I was just recently in Nashville again, and you know, have you been to Nashville before, Carolyn?
No, I have not. I'm hoping that I get to go this coming year, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of similarities with, Broadway, which is the famous street in Nashville, and 6th Street in Austin, where there's all these bands are playing, and like the windows and doors are open, and the band is kind of almost looking out at you, and there's this incredible amount of energy and music going on. That is the really cool part of Texas and South by Southwest on 6th Street. I remember walking down the street one year, and Billy Gibbons was walking down the street, and I saw him, and he saw me, and we kind of got together, and we're walking down the street, and people were like, "What is going on?" They were just having double vision.
I bet so. That is so cool. And the fact that you were starstruck and he was probably starstruck too. That's amazing. So hold on. We got to interrupt. You got to talk about these comments I see coming in. Cindy is here. Cindy Neen. She said, oh, I thought she was talking to you. She said, you're looking beautiful tonight. That's so funny. Sandy, wow, what a sweetheart you are. Look who else is here. Another good friend of ours, Marie McConaughey. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Marie. I'm so glad you're here. I am so glad y'all are here. Y'all keep the comments coming. Go ahead. I'm going to be interrupting you because I got to talk to our beautiful people.
That's totally fine. Well, first of all, Cindy, I just want to acknowledge her because Cindy in the Ivory Coast is the reason that we're sitting here together right now.
That's right.
Yeah. She's been my publicist for the last couple of years, and so she hooked this whole thing up. So thank you, Cindy, for making this possible. It's so grateful. So
And then,
grateful to you.
yeah, and then she's saying, hi, Marie. We're developing this big family, even in the comment section. I love it. I really do love it, Tim, because that's the whole point. You know, I want to bring people together in any way possible. So even though we may be miles and miles and miles apart, it doesn't matter because we can come together in this venue and share a little camaraderie and you know, just kindness with each other. My pleasure. Oh, Sandy, she said my pleasure. And I can put them up here too so you can see them, Tim.
I see him. I see him. I see him on my page right now. I see them. Yeah, yeah.
So go ahead. So you were at South by Southwest. Go ahead.
Yeah. So South by Southwest is very close to my heart. You know, and one of the things that I love the most about Texas and Austin and everything is barbecue. I'm a huge fan of barbecue. So I remember going out back of this little blues bar in the middle of nowhere. Can't remember. I think it was just across the bridge or something like that. Anyways, and we went there, and there was in the back alley. I could smell when I went to the washroom in the back. I could smell barbecue, and I went in the back, and there was like beside the garbage cans and everything, there was this hollowed out 50-gallon drum, and there was this amazing huge black woman, and she was barbecuing. And I'm like, whoa, that smells so good. And I'll never forget that moment, right? Because I ordered my barbecue and then I went to go get it. She said, your barbecue's ready. And she comes up and she holds the plate out and she puts it towards me, then she pulls it away. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? She goes, boy, I want to tell you, if I was 25 years younger, you and I'd be doing it right now.
No, she did not.
She did.
That's a great story. So she wasn't going to feed you until you knew that. Oh my gosh, Tim. Ooh la la. What an experience.
It's something I'll never forget. But
no wonder you love Texas so much. You go on the corner and find that with that's every man's dream, a big barrel of barbecue and a big woman. Well, hold on, we got it. God, that's so funny. So Kate must be here because I see, yay, no echo tonight. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I think I fixed it. I'm so glad. Well, we've been having an issue. Hey, Caden. Caden's here somewhere.
Yeah, Caden. Love you, Caden. Love you.
Yes, he's wonderful. Marie said, sounds like Texas women. She's right. She knows too. She said, come to Victoria, Texas, and I'll make you. What is that? I'll take you to Mumford's barbecue. They are good. I was going to go there last time, Marie, because we have to go to Victoria tomorrow for another doctor's appointment. You looking beautiful tonight. Oh, there's that one. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to reread it because I just had my hair done.
You look amazing. You look amazing. You look amazing.
Yes, you sure you're not supposed to wear glasses, Tim? Just kidding. I made up a joke years ago. I got to tell you this real quick because it was one of those very quick moments that I'll never forget. Somebody jokingly, when I was single, they said, I'm going to set you up on a blind date. And without even taking a breath, because I had such low confidence at that time, I said, man, if he's blind, I might have a chance. And all these years, I remembered that. I'm like, man, that was a good one. Anyway, go ahead. So she tried to take the play, and that's what she said. And what did you say?
I really didn't know what to say. I just quietly went. I mean, she was a mountain of a woman, and I was just like, okay. I just quietly ate my barbecue.
You feel a little awkward after that. You're like, am I looking at her weird? Make sure you don't look towards her while you're chewing.
It was a bit odd, but the barbecue was fantastic, and I'll never forget it. It was, I felt the love in the food and from her for sure.
Yeah, for real. Well, Cindy said, love this energy. You know what? Me too. I took a little nap, and Tim took a little nap apparently, and I like it. And thank you. I'm just joking, but y'all know I love doing this. Marie said, you always look beautiful, Carolyn. Well, I'm just kidding. Well, because my husband I used to always say, yeah, right. When somebody say you're pretty or whatever. And now I started saying, because my self-esteem has gotten better years later, for real, Tim. He goes, I think that guy was checking you out. Now I'll say, well, of course he was. Why wouldn't he? You know what I mean? Trying to build up. So anyway, especially from her. Oh, that's that's so cool. That is so cool. So that's an exciting thing that happened to you in Texas. No wonder you love Texas. And then you got to play at South by Southwest a lot of times, huh?
Yeah. I've been there 3 times now to South by Southwest and enjoyed every experience. Looking forward. I think we're going to go in the spring again. The plan is to go in the spring again and play
Really?
there again.
Well,
Because of course, during the pandemic, we weren't able to go, so I kind of missed it. But yeah, those are sort of my. I have to say my 2 favorite cities. L.A. used to be my favorite city because I used to go there and record when I had a record deal with Paul Stanley from Kiss, right? Back in
wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. I've got to make sure you say that clearly because I know people are like, sure he did. Sure he did. And with my lack of memory, I'm like, who is that dude he had the record deal with? He was in Kiss. Okay, slowly go back just a little bit. I can get you to rewind because I'm starting to teach people how to rewind. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There you go. Now, what was that you said? What was that? You had a what?
I was just saying LA used to be my favorite city simply because it was the rock and roll mecca of
Nice.
of the States, right? Of the USA. It was the rock and roll mecca. And since I don't know, it's kind of faded. I mean, that was 1989 that I was there with. Again, I had a record deal with Polygram Records, and Paul Stanley from Kiss
Paul Stanley
was my manager for a number of years, or a manager of the band, I should say.
Yeah, that's all. Just the guy from Kiss was his manager. No big deal.
And so that was rock and roll central. But I have to say, Austin and Nashville, especially too, are sort of for me the new rock and roll meccas. You know what I mean?
That's so cool.
Yeah, I love them a lot. I was just in Nashville a little while ago, and have to say I love that town. I love it.
Wow. Well, you know what? I could just see you walking down the street. What do people like? And no offense to you, it's a compliment because you have a very distinctive look. When you walk down the street in any city, don't you get some odd looks and some like, whoa, who's that dude?
I have a great way of making a lot of friends very quickly. Yeah.
I bet so. They're just like flies. They're just attracted to you, aren't they? I can see why. Man, because if I saw you walking down the street, first of all, I would stop my husband. It's like, Brett, that guy's in a band. And he would go, how do you know? Because I do this with everybody. I mean, just look at him. And he'd go, oh, God, here we go again. I'd be like, hey, wait a minute. Who are you?
Well, when I'm walking down the street with friends and in places like that, they start yawning because we're taking a lot of pictures all the time with folks.
I bet. That's so
what I mean? So
I bet that never gets. I mean, I know you probably get tired of it sometimes, but I think that's so beautiful.
You know what? I'm grateful. I'm grateful for anything like that happens, and I'm grateful just to interact with people. I love people. Just like I love being here with you and interacting with you. You got beautiful energy, and so I'm that way with everybody that I meet. I actually love people.
That's how I am. Really.
It's just the way I am.
Yeah, and that's a great way to be because life is short. You got to be able to get along with others and try because people overall people are very loving. There are a few in this world that just no matter what you do, they're never gonna, no matter what, they're just grumpy. So
I appreciate them too. They don't turn me off. I just go, So there's this saying, right? Because I study the Mayans quite a bit. The Mayans in Mexico, right? You've heard of the Mayans,
yes.
Right? And so the Mayans have a saying, and it's a word they say is called in Lakesh. In Lakesh.
In Lakesh. Should I write that down? Is this important?
Sure, yeah, in Lakesh. And in Lakesh, a direct translation of that means you are another myself. So you are another me. So what I see in you is something that's in me also. What I see in you that I don't like is something that I need to work on.
Oh.
So that's their whole way of looking at life, is that everything is connected. And so everybody that you run into, it's for a purpose. It's for a reason.
I absolutely believe that. Absolutely. Especially as I've gotten older. I mean, I see it. I'm like, there's no way I met you by just like, I'll give you a little example. I'm sorry to interject, but I went to get my haircut today and there was a guy in there and he was laughing at me because my husband was getting his haircut too. We went to inexpensive place. Okay. Anyway, and he was giggling at me. And when I go ready to leave, I'm like, hey man, you should watch a show. And he didn't know who I was. It's a small place. And I told him, and then he's like, no way. I play guitar. I played it for the church for 7 years. I said, that's why I came over and talked to you. But it was just weird. God put him just sitting in that chair. And I said, that's why you're sitting there. You know what I mean? Just as an example, I thought that was really cool. And for 10 years, I was like, are you kidding me? So he said he'd watch it out. We'll see. We'll find out. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll just segue off of what you were just talking about is that the church is where I learned everything about music.
Wow.
I grew up in northern British Columbia on a farm. We had a grain farm. It was about 800 acres of grain. My parents came from Germany. I'm a first generation Canadian. So my parents, honestly, I went to grade 1. I didn't even know how to speak English yet.
Wait a minute. You spoke German?
We spoke nothing but German in the house. My parents barely knew how to speak English, and so we spoke German all the time. So
that's so cool because my family is German too. My maiden name is Schroeder, and my dad spoke German, and his mom and dad.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah, we were families from Germany too, because it was it was Schroeder, and everybody said no, it's Schrader, and I'm like, no, we pronounced it Schroeder. But still, that's so cool. I know a lot of Germans, but I just think that's so cool. Man, you didn't even speak English though. That's amazing.
No, so yeah, the first couple of years of school were tough. They were really tough, right? Because I was just it was disorienting, so but yeah, no, so I grew up on a grain farm, German family, Mennonite. Have you heard of Mennonites before?
Yes, we have them here in Beeville. We have them here in Beeville.
Oh, you do you?
Okay. Do not a lot, but we have several families here.
You have a Mennonite church? You have a Mennonite church? Or?
No, I've never been to their church, but they buy and sell here at our local grocery store.
Yeah.
They buy produce and bring their produce here, and
oftentimes they're farmers and stuff like that. And so I grew up in that environment, and my dad was the organist at the church.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Wow, that's cool. Sarah's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So my dad was the organist at the church, so that's how I got introduced to music, and really, like, my mom was a singer, so she ran the Sunday school. She really enjoyed that, and so our family would perform. We were kind of like the Von Trapps a little bit, like Sound of Music. You know what I mean? That's how kind of our family was, and so we would practice these performances that would happen prior to the sermon at the church.
Okay.
This little country church.
Very
cool. I just, I became a very rebellious teenager at age 13, 14. I got my first Kiss album, and I was just like, I'm out of here. Like, this sucks.
Yeah. Well, because going from that type of lifestyle to a rock and roll lifestyle, I can't even imagine the vast. I mean, like day and night. I can't even imagine that. Wow.
Yeah. But looking back now, I just go, wow, I was in music business. I was in show business from a very, very young age. Like, because I started playing drums with my dad I think I got my first drum set when I was like 6 or 7 years old. And then I got a bass guitar and a guitar, and you know what I mean? So, and I sang in the choir. That was my music training, was the church. That's what it was.
Wow, that's amazing. So when you were signed with Paul Stanley, he was managing you. Were you singing with him, or were you playing? What were you doing? I'm just curious. I guess you were singing, but I was
the bass player in the band. We did have a lead singer. Yeah, we had a lead singer, but I was one of the key songwriters in the band. Me and the guitar player. And then, it was an amazing thing. Like, they came to Vancouver. My guitar player at the time, Benny Doro was his name, still a friend. He took this tape along with a friend of ours, Ron Roxborough, who was, he had a Kiss fanzine. So he made his own magazine, his own Kiss fanzine, right? So they went, and they knew that Kiss was going to be at the Four Seasons Hotel. And they went there, and they sat with Eric Carr, the drummer from Kiss at the time, and did an interview. And then, Benny hands him the tape and says, hey, this is our band. Could you give this to Paul or Gene? And we got a call the next day from Paul Stanley from the bus. He was probably on one of those, those really big cell phones. It was 1989. I don't think
I
they had.
remember those
They didn't have the
specific-
little. I don't think they had the little cell phones yet. So it was probably one of those big ones. Like the brick.
And if you had one of those, you were high tech. You were high class. If you had one of those, you were rich. At least where I grew up. Yeah.
Well, those guys were. So they called us from the bus. Paul called us and said, "Why don't you come to Seattle tonight, boys? I just listened to the tape on the bus, and I want to talk to you." And it just.
Oh my God! What? I bet y'all. I can't even imagine. You were how old? Like, how'd you say? 15, 16?
No. At that time, I was already like 20, 21 or something like that. Yeah.
But though, no matter how old you are, to get that kind of call, that must have been. I cannot even imagine. So let me show what I'm going to read what Cindy said. She said, artists take on the embodiment of music. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Wow,
nice
excellent. Yeah.
Nice yeah.
And I still don't see Cade. I saw them say hi. So he must be here lurking around. Don't be shy, Cade. And he's always so busy. So, wow, you have had, and then you started this band. So tell us as quickly as you can about your band now. Tell them the name of it and when you started that. I know you've done other things in between, but we'll go back to that later. Unless you want to go to the next step. What did you do after Paul Stanley? I know that ended. You want to tell them why that ended? I know it was a great ride.
The music business changed. It was, as things ebb and flow and different things happen. Grunge came on the scene. The first Nirvana record came out, and it was suddenly this sort of Van Halen-esque type of band that we had at the time. It just wasn't cool anymore, and the deal just sort of it just faded away. Wow. And but I had learned so much along the way, Carolyn. I being in the studio with Paul Stanley, learning about songwriting, learning about production, learning about it was the University of Rock and Roll that I was in, So
you're learning from one of the greats. You cannot get any better than that. Wow.
Yeah, he was writing with some amazing people at the time. Diane Warren, people who have written just amazing songs. So I'd learned so much. So as much as it was, I went into a bit of a free fall when that deal ended, when the band broke up and everything, because it was, I thought I'd made it. I did. I thought I'd made it. I thought I was a rock star, and I was starting to live that lifestyle, right? And so for it all to be taken away was hard, and I got lost for a number of years.
I bet you did. I can see that. I really can, because that was that had become your new identity. That's who you were. Like, I'm here. I'm here. And then when I can't even imagine. Excuse me, too much talking. I can't imagine how devastating that must have been. Like, for real. Because here you are, it just crushed you. Like, well, now what am I going to do? I guess I'm not a rock star like I thought I was. I'm just thinking what you may have been thinking. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Oh, my ego was fired up. It took years. It took years to break that whole thing down. But I started losing my hair when I was maybe in my early 20s. And so, I became this rock star personality, and I was a fitness instructor. I was teaching fitness, and I was like 175 pounds, and I was just like, I'm the guy, I'm the guy. And I was wearing wigs. I had like hair down to here, like as long as my beard. That's how long my hair was. It wasn't real, but I was taking on that persona.
So you were like Hulk Hogan. It sounds like to me you were like almost like Hulk Hogan.
Kind of. Yeah, sure.
Wow, like a wrestler persona or something, where you're like, oh, I don't know. That's crazy. Wow. But that was another persona. So you were because you were I'm definitely not a psychologist, but here you are, you're used to being this rock star. So now you're like, well, I don't want to be just me. I want to be somebody else. So now I'm going to develop this next person as next persona. Wow, that's interesting, isn't it? So, so you did that for how long? Quite a while. She said, I can't imagine Tim with hair. LOL.
Oh, I'll send you a picture, Cindy. I'll send you a picture. I got him.
I want to see it too. I think that'd be great. Wow.
I'll send one later, and I'll tag you both on Facebook. Yeah.
Yes, Cindy, that's cool.
Yeah. There's a picture. There's actually a picture of myself, my best friend Jeff, who Kicking Stones is about, and Paul Stanley. I'll post that picture and I'll tag you both. Yeah. I'll tag
wait a minute. Is that the one you sent me with Paul Stanley in the middle?
That's the one. You've seen it already. You've seen it.
I was like, wow. I was literally looking at it trying to figure out which one was you. I'm like, which one? I was. That's so cool. So you were big into fitness. And so then what happened? How long did that run? For a while?
I taught fitness for about 4 or 5 years. I was doing it was when it was high impact fitness.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, like when fitness was really just starting to start off, and so we were kicking like above our head, and like 90-minute cardios, and I was using like AC/DC and Van Halen and like all of my favorite music, and had it just cranked. And I used to have like 100 people in my class. It was like a rock show, but
For real.
it was fitness. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And I can see why the lady talked about the barbecue now, because you were a fitness fanatic with big long hair and like this. She's like, "Ooh, baby." Wow.
Yeah,
She
well,
knows
that wasn't at that time. I mean, when I saw the barbecue lady was only maybe about 6 or 7 years ago. So
See? You still got it, Tim. You still got it. Wow, what a cool story so far. I mean, man, what a cool life you've had. Like, for real. You do realize, I'm moving my table, sorry. Ugh. You do realize that you're very blessed to be able to have done all the things you've done. It's just incredible.
I'm so grateful. So grateful.
Wow. There's so few people on this planet, Tim, on this planet, I believe that can actually sit here and talk about all these cool things, and not just the music, but everything you've experienced. And I know there's a lot more. So you were in the fitness, that industry, for a while. I could just see you up there going, and go on. I'd be like, okay, sir. Okay. With your long hair. Just, oh, you're killing me. I'll do it anyway. Okay, I can't do it. I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Oh yeah, it was a spandex festival, there on stage and off,
Oh my God. Now I just got a real visual. Cindy, ladies, calm down out there. Calm down. Lord have mercy. Okay, so
spandex and leg warmers, and we had the whole thing.
Did you have the sweatbands on your?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Those leg warmers, they were so cool, right? And they'll probably come back. They're probably gonna come back.
It probably will. Yeah, there'll be an echo. There'll be an echo.
Please send me a picture of you. And do you have a picture of you and your leg warmers and your?
I do.
Send it to me. I won't share it with anyone except for.
I don't care. You know what? I'm proud of those days. It was a time, and it was great. It was great. Yeah, it was definitely a good laugh. It was definitely a good laugh.
That's beautiful, though. I mean, for real. Can you think? I mean, even whether you're a rock star or whether you're a health instructor, a fitness instructor, think of how you encourage people and helped people. You encourage them with your music. Then you encourage them, hey, come on, let's do this. Let's do this. If I would have had you as a health instructor, I wouldn't look like I do now. maybe, I don't know. She's laughing at me. Cindy, stop it. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, so let's pause for a moment, okay? Because I want to have all of the people. There's some that are hiding. They're not speaking, Tim, and I don't know why.
Oh, are they shy?
I think so. I think they're scared. I think we scared them away. So y'all don't be scared. The comments over here, you just type, and you can use voice text, I think, but I highly recommend not doing it because mine never comes out right. Ever. Y'all are in for a treat. I mean, you're already in for a treat because you have the incredible Tim Steinruck. Steinruck. That's such a cool name. It is Steinruck. And I should have realized that was German at the time. I just didn't think about it. Steinruck.
We used to have two dots. We used to have two dots over the U.
Really? Oh, we didn't have no dots. We didn't have no dots. We never had no dots. We were y'all are more German than we are. So Cindy said, I can see you blushing. Yeah, a little bit, Cindy.
Yeah, and Marie says, I love hanging on those good-looking muscular arms.
Oh,
yes.
Marie. But Cindy, stop it, Tim. What is that? You remember this? Y'all remember that "See No Evil, Hear No Evil"?
Yeah.
Years ago, I found some little brass monkeys. They were little statues.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It was "See No Evil, Hear No Evil."
Yeah, that's right.
Have no fun. Oh my gosh, you've had such a cool life. Sarah's here too. Sarah's the only one being calm.
Hey, Sarah.
Calm them down. It's like they're all together in a room. That's what it feels like to me. You know what I'm saying? Like they're It's the fan club. It's like I call when we go off the screen to play the videos. You're in the green room.
Yeah.
Although our green room has no food, no drinks, no soda, but it's our green room, you know.
Well, it looks like these are like Carol's Angels or something, you know.
Yeah. Ooh, I like it. Maybe we should title them that. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, Carol's Angels. I like it. So let's let everybody get themselves a cold beverage if you haven't already done so, or a warm beverage, depending on how the weather is where you are. We've got a tropical something coming our way, so we got rain coming tomorrow, but it could be worse. You know what I mean? So it's not that bad. I'm an hour from the coast, so I know it's going to hit my kids. They're in Corpus Christi, so that's right there on the coast.
Oh, you got a hurricane on the way or something?
Yeah,
or
I think it's a tropical depression or a tropical.
Okay.
It's so bad, Tim. I quit watching the news, and then I just quit watching the weather too because it's just so depressing. So
yeah.
I think I'm gonna go back to watching the weather because my daughter said it's going to be raining tomorrow. I'm like, what's going on tomorrow? And then I got a notice from the cable company. You may lose power, and I'm like, cable, and I'm like, oh, because our internet is connected. Then I was panicking.
Yeah.
And then I asked my husband why, and he said there's a tropical depression. I was like, oh, okay. Now we're so used to it. It's like, oh, that's nothing. So let's play one of your first songs because that way we can get people used to how you sound. Well, I want them to relax. Now I will tell y'all guys, it's kind of hard to relax to rock and roll. Okay, this is what I want you to do. Oh, thank you, Sarah. She likes my haircut. Thank you, Sarah. I love you. This is what I want y'all to do. You don't have to relax through this. This is rock and roll. I want you to rock and roll. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how to do it.
So what song are you going to play first so I can intro it?
The first song, and this is just a random order.
Okay.
It's always like a game show. The first song for you, Tim, is, y'all ready for password? Wolf is here. Is that Wolf Milestone or Wolf?
Milestone. Yeah.
I'm Carolyn and Tim. Patty's here. Oh my God, she's our great sponsor. Okay, so the first song is "The Dark Side of Me."
Okay, Darker Side of Me. So let me just intro that then. So Darker Side of Me is from the recent album Torture Rock and Roll. It's definitely one of the down tempo songs. And it's really like, because I work as a personal coach, so I'm really into psychology. I'm really into helping people overcome emotional blocks. So Darker Side of Me, it was a realization that I had about myself that we all have a shadow. Okay, we all have a shadow. Just like, when you're standing in the sun and the sun's shining at you, you look behind you, you've got a shadow, right?
Right.
So we all have a shadow. We all have a shadow behind us. So we have we have our bright side and we have our shadow side. So this song is about embracing the darker side of yourself because there's something to be learned from that also.
Ooh, that sounds really interesting. Y'all, I've never thought of it like that. I never thought of it. I thought it was just my shadow. Now I'm going to have to be all worried now every time. So ladies and gentlemen.
Nothing to worry about. It's all part of you.
So cool. That is really cool, Tim, for real. And I knew you were a motivational speaker, but I didn't know you help people like that. That's wonderful. I might call you up and say, Tim, I have some issues for real.
I am happy to help anybody who needs me.
Aren't you sweet? Golly. So ladies and gentlemen, let's start with it. It's the darker side of me then, right? Not the dark side. I wrote it down wrong.
The darker side of me. That's correct.
Okay. So let's go ahead and play this. Y'all check it out and let's get a feel for how some of this song goes, and then we'll go from there. I know it's going to be great. So Tim, remember, we are not muted. I can't mute mine because then they won't hear the songs. So we'll just try not to sneeze or cough. I'll try my best not to. So
I'll do the same. Same.
It's happened, believe me. Since I said that, I'm probably going to clear my throat. Oh Lord. Okay, let me see. I need to lay on his couch. LOL. Patty.
Yeah, come on over anytime. My couch is open anytime.
What is the deal with these women? I'm telling you. Patty, I think we both need to. No, that didn't sound right either. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. The darker
As long as you got barbecue, that's fine.
Yes, bring barbecue and you'll be fine. She owns a yogurt shop, so she can bring you some yogurt. It'll probably be melted by now.
Nice. Yeah. Perfect.
When you make a trip to Beeville, see, that's how confident I am in you, Tim. You're going to have to come with me, and we're going to go see Patty at her yogurt shop. Get us some yogurt, okay?
It's a date.
Okay, here we go. Let's play this. The darker side of me, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. Ooh, I haven't even heard this, and I'm so excited. Here we go.
I sometimes go, where it's raining, mist and cold, far away from peaceful light and warm. But I hold it, I embrace, dark cloud shadows cross my face, Viking anger and a lust for more. And you reflect that part of me, and in your eyes I see the darker side of me. Side is always near. It walks beside me like a silent friend. A place to go, release my pain. To hold it in would be insane. Kiss the morning, but embrace the night. You reflect that part of me, and in your eyes I see. You reflect that part of me, and in your eyes I see. I'm falling to the night. Falling, I'm falling to the
Wow. Let me get this out of the way. Oh my goodness, Tim, that is very deep. In fact, Marie said very deep song. Awesome. The beard reminds me of ZZ Top. Yes. And then Sarah said, cool song. I like it already. That was a powerful song. Sarah put applause up. Patty said, wow, with 3 exclamation marks, not explanation. That'd be weird if they were explanation marks. Let me explain myself.
What is an explanation mark?
I don't know, but I think we just made up something new. Tim, you can use that in your next thing. This is an explanation post of what the exclamation means. Okay. Wow, that's a powerful song. Yeah, and the video's awesome. Do you have somebody special that does those for you? Cindy gave you a hug. Look at this. Oh, I can't believe she's hugging you like this with a heart. It won't let me put those graphics up there. Wow.
Love Cindy so much. I'm hoping that Cindy will come to the ISSA Awards in Atlanta, and we can actually meet in person. Her and her beautiful husband. But yeah, no, that song, actually, believe it or not, I shot that entire video with my iPhone.
What?
I know.
Oh my God, Tim. Okay, so now you're a photographer too, a videographer? Lord have mercy. You people have so much talent. Okay, so Maria Gonzalez Silva is here. I like saying her name because she is Look at that. She loves it. 4 hearts, and she gave you like 1, 2, 3, 6 fires.
Wow. Gracias.
Nobody
Gracias.
gets 6 fires from Marie Gonzalez Silva. I don't think so. Nobody has. You set a new record. Man, that's excellent. That is excellent. Like for real. So y'all, like Tim said, make sure. Oh, Jamie's here. Yes. Everybody's coming out of the woodwork now.
Oh,
All
good.
the ladies are coming out. And you notice so far it's all ladies. Are there any men on here? Jamie said, love the way your facial expressions interact with the lyrics. Ooh. It's like we're right there with you. Excellent. Jamie always has the best critiques and comments. Like she's a poet master. I don't know what to call it. She's giving me some great song lines. I'm telling you. Jamie, thank you for being here. Beautiful.
One of your angels, one of Carolyn's angels.
Yeah, exactly. Aren't they beautiful? I'm so blessed, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm waiting to see if there's any guys. The guys are hiding. They're like, we're not going to come out yet. We're not ready. Man, that's excellent.
Well, I think we had one on there, didn't we?
I thought so. Absolutely, Jamie. Yeah, that's what Cindy said. I thought so. They said Jamie was here. I don't know.
Well, Wolf's a guy, I take it, yeah?
Yeah, where'd he go? Is Wolf still here?
I don't know.
Sometimes y'all see the comments and I know. Hi, Wolf, if you're still here, don't be shy. I know it's a lot of women. It's all right. It's just a little room. It feels like they're in a little room, like real crowded. Scoot over, let Wolf in. Scoot over, ladies. Quit crowding the mic. Quit it. Oh my gosh, that's an excellent song. I like that a lot. So let's go back to your story real quick. So let's see, and I'm going to try to remember because I have no memory. Us girls probably ran them all off last night. We had our echo issue last night, and y'all, I think I fixed the echo, and I don't even want to.
Yeah, no, there's no echo. I don't hear no echo.
God. Oh, you have no idea, Wolf. I think what I'm going to do, Marie is my wonderful assistant. She helps me with everything. Praise God. Marie, we need to reach out to those artists that were yours and ask them if they want to come back and do just a short version because I feel so bad about the echo. We'll come back and do another episode at home, even if it's just a short one. You rock. Sarah said you rock. You rock. No echo. I know, Cindy. It's a miracle. I am so happy. Like it does not take much to make me happy. No echo. Oh, it's like the birds are singing and the sun is shining and you know what I mean? I know I'm happy. Anyway, I need to calm down. So where were we at in your storyline? I know. Take a breath. Where were we at in your storyline? So you were
we were talking about the end of the whole Paul Stanley thing. I got lost. Yes. I was teaching fitness.
Yes.
That's really when I ended my first marriage. And it was great. She was an amazing woman, and really introduced me to spirituality, right? Because at that point, I really hadn't had that experience.
Yeah.
And so that was really great. And we got a house together. She had 4 boys, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
4 boys. And so 3 of the boys were living with us. And I built a recording studio and I still had these rock star dreams, but it was starting to become very obvious that I now had a family that I had to take care of.
Yeah, that changes everything.
25, 26. And so I remember going to school, going to work for the very first day ever. I hadn't done a straight job really ever in my life because I came right from high school, got right on the road, and I'd been playing rock and roll my entire life. And I remember going to this, I was running a carpet cleaning truck. And I remember going to this job and just crying on the way there because I was just I can't believe this is happening. Yeah. But I got into it. I was successful. Carpet cleaning, you actually have to be a bit of a salesman, because you have to sell the Scotch Guard and you got to sell the deodorizer and
that's how you make your money.
The extra room and let me do the sofa and all that kind of stuff, right?
And plus you were a fitness guy, so if you were going into their house as a carpet cleaner, they're like, "Ooh, you should have seen my." Then they're calling all their neighbors. You should have seen my carpet cleaner.
That was happening. I got a lot of referrals.
No, I couldn't resist that. Okay, because I know how people are. Okay, wait a minute. Marie said they all said they would love to come back. Okay, awesome, Marie. Go ahead. Sorry, Tim.
So anyway, so I started doing that, but within doing that of a couple of years, and actually doing really, really well at it.
Nice.
One of the guys that I met there, another Tim, actually. Oh wow! Clean carpet for over 40 years, Marie. Wow, crazy.
We all have a lot in common.
Then. Yeah, you're a steam cleaner. So, anyways, there was another guy there, and he and I realized that we'd we probably generated almost $1 million for these guys over the course of 2 years. And we were invited by another company, like an insurance company, to come and start a retail division of the insurance, like the restoration thing. Anyway,
Wow.
it was right when the movie business was starting to take off in Vancouver. So it was like 1997 or so, and things were really starting to blow up in Vancouver, and we were becoming Hollywood North, right?
Okay, hold on. Let's say bye, Patty. She's got to go. Bye,
See you,
Patty.
Patty.
Thank you for being here,
Thanks
baby.
for
Go back and
coming
watch
in.
the show, all of it. We got 5 more songs of his that are excellent. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. God bless you.
So anyway, so we started to sing, and we it didn't last for very long because we kind of threw this place on its head, but we were very successful.
Great.
And they gave us the opportunity to just take the business and go. And so we did, and we said we did, and I was running it out of my studio. And in the first year, because like I said, I got involved in the movie industry, so we were doing like, we have set decorators that come and decorate the house. You've got locations people who rent the locations. You have construction people. Anyways, I set up cleaning for all of this stuff, and it was very successful. Our
How
first
smart.
year, our first year, we did $250,000 in our first year, and we did almost $1.5 million in our second year. So now this thing just absolutely blew up. It blew up, but I was out of balance. So I was, like I said, that I was telling you that, after the deal had fallen through and I was in this ego mode and everything. Well, now there's something different happening. I'm experiencing business for the first time. I've never done business like that before. That's a lot. That's a big growth, right?
Yeah, that's a huge
And
growth.
so I was working like, sometimes 3 days without sleep. Anyways, my family life fell apart, and the marriage fell apart.
Of course. Yeah.
Right. I was totally out of balance. Next thing you know, this house, I was here in this house, bought this house and everything. Next thing, I come home one day and everything's gone.
Oh.
Right. And so that's really when I had to take stock of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take stock of my life and realize how lost I'd become.
Yeah.
And that's when I started writing stuff for the Mighty One.
I got you. Wow.
Right?
Well, you had a lot of material then, didn't you?
Well, I was really writing to really to get through what I was going through. So I was writing
all that stuff you're going through.
Yeah, relationship stuff and loss and all of that stuff. And that's really what the first Mighty One album, if you go and listen to it, I mean, there's songs like Bitten and Forsaken, and you know what I mean, like, and What About It, and there was some deep soul searching going on, and let's face it, that songwriting at that time was my therapy. It was my therapy. It's where but I came out of it. I did a lot of I went through a lot of counseling. I got a lot of help.
Good for you. I'm glad you did that because so many people do not. So many people do not seek help when they're going through that type of situation. And it can lead, and most times it does lead to huge depression and anxiety and all kinds of things. And I know we're going to get to that later. But I know for a fact, myself and other people that I've known, it leads to that. And it can and it will in most cases. Yes. And I'm glad that you stepped up and said, hey, I need help to deal with this, because that's a lot of changes in your lifetime. And just that, you know what I mean? You went through all years. Gosh, that's crazy. I mean, I cannot imagine how hard that was. And then being successful in the other business, you're like, I mean, I'm just assuming, I shouldn't assume, but like, well, I could have done that. I was doing that as a rock star. I could do the same thing as a rock star, and back and forth. I can just imagine how hard that would be.
This was the thing, right? We talked about the Paul Stanley thing and then this crash, and now I had this huge business.
Yeah.
And then what happened was 9/11 happened.
Oh, Lord.
And so all of our business was coming from the States. So here I was I think we had like something like crazy, like 6 or 8 or 10 trucks, something ridiculous. I had a staff of
Jeez.
15, had a warehouse, had an office and everything. And, huge debts because,
Yeah.
I mean, we were growing. So it was, all of
You
the
had to have the
money we
inventory,
were
you had
getting
to
was
have all the
going,
places.
yeah, it was all being invested into it. And then suddenly 9/11 happens. Boom.
Wow.
But the
You
bill.
never, wow. You know what? I never considered that because I know how devastating it was to the U.S., but I guess you never consider how much it affected other places, other countries. But wow, that's crazy.
So the business basically went into foreclosure.
Oh my gosh.
I had to borrow money against the house to get my partner to go away, and then I just then it was survival for about 3 years to come back from all of that, and then I did get married again. I met my wife Heather. She worked at the music store. We have a music store in our chain, sorry, I should say, in Canada called Long and McQuaid. And I was like way behind on my payments. So I had to go to the credit office once a week to pay for the gear that I had. And I found out that I could go to her counter because she dealt with the band stuff, like the brass instruments and the fiddles and stuff like that. And she was cute, and she had big boots and a
she had what?
Short skirt, big boots and a short. I know what you were thinking.
I swear, I was like, Tim. Yeah, that is not my fault. Hi, Joanne. Big boots.
Big boots. Big black boots. He's a white girl. He's a white girl.
Wait. There. That was a good one. Go ahead.
And so I found out that I could pay my bills there. I could pay my credit bill there. And I finally got the guts to ask her out, and she came over for a couple of dates, and then Cindy.
Should I put it on the screen for our? Let's see what Cindy says. LOL. I heard it too. What does Joanne say? Wait a minute, I missed somebody. Carolyn, are you being worse than us girls? No, I promise. That's Marie. I'm lost. See, Joanne said, Lelo, I thought the same thing. See, it ain't just me. Ha, 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 ha. Hey, I'm just the one going, what? No, he did not just say that. Go ahead.
I don't think Carolyn's angels are dressed in white.
No, Cindy put a big smile, laughing face, but it won't let me put emojis up there. I'm clicking on it. That's hilarious. Okay, go ahead. Sarah said, LOL. I know, ladies. See, y'all, I'm glad y'all are paying attention.
Yeah, he was blushing. You're right, Cindy.
I know, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, everybody's laughing now. Sorry, I shouldn't have said it, but I couldn't help it because I was like, no, I know he didn't say that. He had to have said boots. Go ahead. Okay, so Heather was at the counter. I can't see. I'm so intrigued in this story. I'm actually remembering names. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's good.
So Heather's at the counter and she's taking your payments, and then you asked her out, and then
I asked her out. Yeah, a couple of dates. The next thing you know, she moves in, and a short time later, we got married. Nice. And I had love again in my life, and so, anyways, now we have a beautiful daughter. Her name is Maya. She was born in 2010, and
so she's not a baby anymore.
She's not. She's almost 14 years old now.
That time goes by so fast, don't it, Tim?
Yep. Mm-hmm,
wow.
Mm-hmm.
And her name is Maya. Is it MEYA?
Maya. Because I remember telling you about the Mayans.
Yes. That's so
the Mayans.
Cool. Very cool.
That's what we call them.
We have a granddaughter named Maya as well, so that's pretty awesome.
Okay.
Now let's see. Cool. We are rocking the black. Marie said we are rocking the black. Okay, so let's stop right there. Will you remember where you are?
Sure.
Okay, Maya. Remember
that.
Y'all remember that, okay? I know I'm going to have to ask, where was we at? Okay, so let's go to the next song. The next song is called, I think I wrote it down right. I may not have. If not, I'm sorry. Warrior Day. Is that what it is?
Oh, Warrior D-Day. Okay, so wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, Cindy selected these. She selected them for me.
Oh, okay. So Warrior D-Day, just to give you a little bit of background, I am part of the creation of a reality TV show, and it's called Rise Up TV. And we travel around the world, and we give musicians a touring experience. And we've been all over the place, but on this particular tour, we were invited to Europe, and we would do it. We did 5 countries in 5 days, believe it or not. Now, usually we do this with a tour bus, but this was, we flew everywhere on this one. And the first place that we stopped was in France. And so we flew to Paris, spent a couple of days there doing some great video stuff. And then we went to the beaches of Normandy. And so when I knew that we were going to Normandy, because I with my coaching and what I do, I love visualization. So I can visualize being somewhere. So I visualized being on the beaches of Normandy, and I wrote this song, Warrior D-Day, about the Allied forces when they came to liberate the French. Do you know that just a few days ago, June 6, 1944, was the 80-year anniversary of D-Day?
No, I did not, but I know my husband did because he's a very big history buff. And I'm sure he probably mentioned it, but we've been running. Oh my gosh, 80? Did you say 80?
80-year anniversary.
Golly. Man, this song is going to really be powerful then. I'm ready to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Let me take this off the screen. Joanne, no offense to you, baby.
Now, just to let you know, this video that you're going to play the video, yeah?
Yes.
So the video is actually on the beach in Normandy at Utah Beach.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be epic, y'all. Get ready. Are we going to need tissues? Like, for real, this is going to be good.
You may.
Wow.
Watch near the end of the video, some horses go running by on the beach.
Are you talking like it just happened like that? Wild horses? No.
Watch.
Oh my God, that's a spiritual experience right there. I can't even imagine seeing that. I would be freaking out. It's like God sending angels down there to, Lord have mercy. Here we go, y'all. Get ready for this. This is going to be great. Here we go. This is Warrior Day. Warrior D-Day, right? Okay.
D-Day, yes.
Here we go, folks.
Here we are on Utah Beach in Normandy, and wanted to play a song to honor the veterans that came and sacrificed themselves here. This is for them. In a time of great fear, you were strong, you were here, as the bombs fell all around, and your brothers fell to the ground. You did not hide, you did not run away. You stood and held your ground, so we honor you today. 'Cause you gave everything on this beach. In our darkest hour, you came and rescued me. Oh, the warrior you'll always be. With your sacrifice, you came and set us free. Warrior. We want you to know we're still at war. Because the power hungry, they still want more. As a world it crumbles all around, we still search for peace, the battle still goes on. Because of you, we will not run away.
We'll stand and hold our ground until the victory day. 'Cause you gave everything on this beach. In our darkest hour, you came and rescued me. Oh, the warrior, you'll always be. With your sacrifice, you came and set us free. Warrior. 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 Happy Remembrance Day, everybody.
That is. Oh my goodness, Tim. Wow. 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 That was beautiful. My husband came back in here. He's like, oh my gosh. So many men died. And do you remember how many? Do you remember how many?
Over 5,000 men died.
Oh my God. I didn't fathom, you know what I mean? My brain can't even fathom that many people. And, you know, we've watched shows, movies about it. And I remember seeing the parts where they're trying to get up to those hills and it breaks your heart. Oh my God. And a great song for Lost Heroes. Yes, Marie. And Joanne says, love this song. And Marie said, beautiful. I love all of Tim's songs. He's really amazing. Yeah, amen to that. And the wild horses. Are you kidding me? Come on. I mean, that wasn't planned, right? That was just happened.
Divine timing.
Absolutely. Honestly, I believe that with all my heart. I really do. What are the odds of those? That's, you know, I always say, you know, with God, there are no coincidences anyway. He knows exactly what he's doing every day. So for him to send those horses, that is just like, it gave me goosebumps just to see them too. Because
I call them God bumps. Yeah, for sure. Every time. It's
amazing. I love it. Oh my gosh. So
I just want to acknowledge the guy that was there with me. So that's my partner in the Mighty One. He is the drummer in the band, and he's my business partner in the Mighty One. His name is Bob Wagner. And he came with me on that trip, and we went to France, we went to England, we went to Ireland, we went to oh my goodness, where else did we go? Oh, we went to Denmark. We stopped in Denmark, and then we went to Norway. Yeah, so it was an incredible trip. We didn't sleep a wink the whole time. We did not sleep a wink.
I don't know how you did that, but you were so excited too. So tell me about the show. Tell me a little bit about that again, because that sparked my interest. I was like, what is it called again? What is it for? What does it do?
Oh, it's called Rise Up TV. So if you go to YouTube and you look up Rise Up TV, there's actually a couple of episodes still up there, because we're just working on a distribution deal with Hulu right now. So
that's who we use. We use Hulu.
Yeah. So we've got a number of episodes. I think 12 episodes now in total that are going to be coming out soon. But our most recent trip was actually to the Nashville area, Nashville, North Carolina, and it's a really cool show because you get to see people having a touring experience, but you know how hard touring can be, right? Yeah. So we've got a tour bus. We've got our own tour bus. A driver for our bus is also the director and producer of the show. His name is Jimmy Allen Sign. And then my good friend Lisa Sanders is the tour manager, and the three of us are sort of the reoccurring. We're the reoccurring characters on the show, and then the faces change as far as the musicians go. It's a very, very entertaining show.
Oh, I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, so if you go to Rise Up TV on YouTube, there's still a couple of episodes up there until we take them down.
We're going to check it out after the show. Yeah. So Marie said, love the horses. Cindy said, love the horse in the background. Marie said, wish that guy had my Hawaiian rain sticks. Betty could make some amazing music with them. Yeah, for real. That would be cool. And then Jamie said, Riders in the Sky. husband and a son lost in 2010. So she lost her husband and her son.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God, I know. Jamie, poor Jamie. She's been through so much. I have prayed for her a lot. So add her to your prayer list, Tim, because
I sure will.
all of us, all of us need prayers. All of us are dealing with something, but some more than others. And my heart goes out to Jamie. I just love her. And I think the world of you, Jamie. I think you're a beautiful soul inside and out. And I'm just so sorry you've been through all that. Wow. Tim, that song was just gorgeous. We're going to check it out after the show.
Well, I just want to let you know that I am so passionate about supporting our veterans. I don't care where they're from. I wish that war wasn't a part of our lives, but it is. Yeah. And thank goodness we have people who are willing to put their lives on the line and dedicate themselves to the protection of our freedoms, and that's a really big deal. I just want to do a shout out right now to a veteran friend of mine. His name is Brian Gibson. He's from Illinois, and he's got a organization called Project Die Hard, and he supports veterans. He's actually his main mission is to stop veteran suicide, because veteran suicide is a major problem, and we're working together on a concert, on a touring basically festival, and that's going to be called Hopestock. And
my gosh!
So the Mighty One is going to headline Hopestock in July 2025, and we're hoping to take this thing on, basically take it to wherever we can take it, like a touring festival. And the other thing is that it's a little bit hush hush, but I'll kind of leak it out a little bit. We are there's a friend of mine from Toronto. His name is Jay Stoyan. And he's got an organization called the Disability Network. He supports veterans. So we're working on some really cool stuff that is basically cross-border, but it is to support the veterans and the Invictus Games. Have you heard of the Invictus Games?
No, I have not. I have not heard of that.
Well, Prince Harry from the royal family has this thing called the Invictus Games, where it's basically like an Olympics, but all with veterans.
Oh my gosh! The Invictus Games. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, we're working to do something with those guys. So, anyways, there's a lot of love and support and awareness coming to the needs of veterans, and I'm super passionate about it.
Thank God. Well, it needs to be done. It needs to be done. I mean, like you said, and I know we're going to get into that later, but the suicide rate for veterans is astronomical. And something has to be done to help these guys. We were very much involved, as much as we could, with our VFW here in Beeville. It's a small organization, but we did karaoke there, and we got to meet so many incredible veterans, and they just became like family to us. And I even have a song that I wrote in honor of the veterans too. I'll let you hear it later if you're interested.
Oh, please send that to me. Yeah, I'd love to hear that.
It's not. I can't sing. I wish I could sing like you, but it's called Carved in Stone, and it's a powerful one. It'll make you cry. So. Well,
I would Remembrance Day. Well, you don't call it Remembrance Day in the States. What do you call it?
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day. So we were
Memorial Day.
Yeah. So we were in North Carolina on Memorial Day, and so I played Warrior the night before at this little place in North Carolina, Danbury, North Carolina, and it's a beautiful listening room in the middle of nowhere. But the place was just was full of people, 100 and some people in there. Wow. And I'll just never forget how powerful that was. And then going the next day to the ceremony, to honor the veterans, and just meeting some of these veterans and giving them the song and showing them the video and having those conversations with families that have lost somebody. I mean, in the States, I mean, you guys have more people that are affected because your military is so huge.
Yeah.
You got more people that are affected more than anywhere else. So I really felt that need to do whatever I can to support. So Warrior, by the way, you can get that on my Bandcamp. I'll send you the link to that.
Yes, please do.
All of the proceeds of that song go to Project Die Hard
Oh.
to support preventing veteran suicide.
That is beautiful, Tim. Thank you for doing that, for real.
Mm.
We've been involved with quite a few veterans that have come on our show. Jerry Bradley is a dear friend of ours from North Carolina, and he is a veteran himself of like 40 years, and he specifically was involved with helping veterans because he had a TBI, traumatic brain injury, and he was injured real bad himself. So he wrote poetry for veterans, and we've had a lot of people. Gosh, that's beautiful. I love that. I think absolutely, out of anybody I can think of in the world, veterans deserve it, because I tell them, thank you for your service. I said, you did something I could never do. I know it's not in me. I don't have it in me. It takes a special person. So Marie said, send me some cards. Would love to try to get you here in Victoria. Wouldn't that be something, Marie?
Oh,
so
yeah.
If you get a chance, send some cards, and we'll talk about that before we leave. So let's go to the next. Let's go to the next song. Man, that's a powerful song, Tim. Brett, did you write that down about downloading that song? Okay, and you'll send me the link, Tim, because I definitely want to share that.
Yeah, it's if you go to Bandcamp, the Mighty One, and you'll see it right there. It's right at the top.
Because I have your YouTube page, but I'd rather use that if it has the verbiage and all that I need, right?
Oh yeah, totally. And like I say, we're trying to collect money and support these veterans.
Yeah, for real. It's absolutely a great cause. Oh my gosh. So the next song. So I don't want to go into the next song, but I do want to go ahead and get to you know what I mean, because I don't want to run out of time. So Master of Reality, and I love that title too. Sounds really cool. What do you tell me about that?
Sure, Master of Reality is it's definitely one of the more energetic songs from the Torch of Rock and Roll album, the recent album. It's really based on that we can become masters of our own reality if we're willing to have the discipline to do so. So it's really about visualization. So much like I said about visualization of being on the beach. I also have a visualization that I've been doing for over, 1,628 days. Every single day, I visualize holding a Grammy Award in my hand, like going up on stage, seeing the images and having the thoughts and having the feelings and the body sensations of receiving a Grammy. And wow. I don't know if Cindy told you or not, but that actually became, I didn't get a Grammy, but I was at the ISSA Awards.
I did hear about that. And you set a record, didn't you?
I set a record. I got 3.
Okay, so let me just tell you, you're going to be there this coming year because you're going to be the opening act. We are, God willing, I don't know if it's going to be able to happen. Believe me.
I hope you can come.
Oh, I want to go so bad, but it's always finances with us. We're always struggling. Sure. That's just life. That's how it is. But she said that you're going to be there. So I am praying that we get to go because I want to meet you in person, have you meet my wonderful husband, Brett, and just meet all of you wonderful people. And Cindy said she couldn't make it. I'm like, if we go, man, it would be such an honor to meet all of you guys and gals for real. I hope we get to go, but I'm not going to. I just keep being optimistic. I'm going to visualize. That's what I'm trying to do. Visualize us being there, because I think that's incredible.
Here's my daughter, Maya. She just came in.
Maya.
Hi.
Oh my gosh,
Carolyn.
so beautiful. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you. Do you like music too, honey?
Of course.
Of course. You have to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're so beautiful. How old are you?
I'm 13.
Oh my gosh, 13. If only I could be 13 again. No, I don't think I'd redo it. But man, enjoy being young while you're young, okay? Don't try to grow up too fast. Mm-hmm. Enjoy being a child. Believe me, I rushed through it and I wished I wouldn't have. Man, you're gorgeous. It's so nice to meet you. You're welcome to hang out. We're going to listen to a couple more of your dad's songs.
Oh, I'm okay, but thank you.
He's heard about it.
I know. It's understandable. Hey, thank you, baby. Good to see you. I call the kids baby. Grandma Carolyn here. So Cindy said hi, sweetie. Okay, so
I'll be up in a bit.
Yeah, so let's hear this song, Master of Reality, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready? Anything else you want to add about it, or did you?
No, I mean that's really it. Is that we can, if we do the daily disciplines and we visualize our future, it can become a reality. That's what this
I like
is
that. Yeah. I need to get that into my consciousness here. Here we go. Oops, sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Definitely
God.
not country.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No kidding. You saw that? Hold on. Oh, wow. That made me laugh. Joanne didn't know. You never know what you're going to get. Look at that. Look at all these stars she gave you. Yeah, for real, Joanne. So for those of you who didn't see, you can't see it. Hold on. Joanne, I love that, Joanne. And thanks for being here. I think this may be the first time Joanne has joined us. I might be wrong.
Oh, wow.
Perfect timing, right? Thank you for being here, beautiful. Wow, I thought he was country, LOL. Holy moly, I love it. I love it. And I said, LOL, Joanne. And Cindy sent her a flower. And Marie said, wow, very strong. Cindy said, woo! I can't, woohoo. I'll just say woohoo. Joanne said, correct. Cool songs there. I said, man, dude, first of all, did you, okay, I know you didn't shoot that with your iPhone, did you?
No, so that was actually,
Oh my God.
I've got an amazing friend that lives across the street. He's he's a world famous photographer. His name is Albert Normandin, and he does all of the stills for the Mighty One. And so that was all took his stills, and I gave them to my videographer, the guy who edits all of our videos, who's in Colombia, by the way. His name is Juan. He has a company called Sec Films, and he took it, and I said, dude, I want a lyric video for this. And he says, I've never done a lyric video before. And I said, well, do what you do. So he made a very unique lyric video out of it. Yeah, it's incredible.
It's really cool. Yeah, when you were breathing fire, that was, my husband's over here commenting too. My gosh. I was like, wow, no, that is cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, it almost scared me. It was almost scary. It really was, especially that last, because when it goes boom, I was not ready and I jumped. It was funny. So Sarah said, what did she say? This, and then
some metal and some sunglasses. I like it.
Yeah. You are a true rock star. I mean, like,
here we go. You talked me into it. Here we go.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Let's see. Wait, Brett's looking on the big screen. We got a delay. Let's wait till you see. I'm gonna wait till he sees it on the big screen. Here he goes. So he has the TV turned down, and there we go. Wait, I'm gonna let him see it. Look at that. Woohoo! Rock and roll.
Sarah Fishley gave me the license to put on the sunglasses.
Yes. You got to get closer. I couldn't see it. My husband was doing this too. Yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow, and what a great song. Lord have mercy, man. Man, oh man, what a way to express yourself. Like, I cannot imagine. You know, I was thinking about something. I know this sounds ridiculous. Everything I say sometimes I'm like, where is this coming from? But it would be hard to hold into anger with being able to sing like that, because you're just exerting it all out. It's almost like, bah. You know, does that make sense? Like,
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I consider myself and the band, band to be very, very dynamic. We can get quiet like we did, with Warrior and Darker Side of Me, but we can also really kick some serious butt, Man,
I bet when you do a live show, I can't wait to see. I hope and pray I get to see you go live somewhere.
We're gonna come. Yeah.
Well, worst case scenario, God forbid, if we don't get to go to the what you call it, hopefully
ISSAs. I hope you can make it. Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna try. If not, we're gonna try to come see you in Austin, because that's only
great.
2 hours from us. Even though I don't want to drive in Austin, but hey, I can handle that if I can. You know what I mean? It'd be worth it, man. I'd love to be able to see you. And you'll have to let me introduce you, because I love to introduce people, and I'm a awesome MC.
It's a date. Okay,
that sounds good. Can you imagine? I'll be like, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I lose my voice already. Oh my gosh. Let me see what else we got. Cool. Oh my gosh. So the next song is So High.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. So High.
I like this show. He's surprised because he doesn't know what we pick. So I love this. It's like a game show. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. So High. So it's really about addiction. It's about overdose. It's about how oftentimes there are people, and I've had this experience myself, how you feel like that if you take a drug or a drink or whatever it is, and you feel like you're getting closer to God. Some people, like for instance, I've talked to heroin addicts some of them that I've worked with, and they say like taking heroin is like this warm feeling, and you feel like you're going to heaven, And so that's really what So High is about. But when we use external forces to try to get closer to God,
Yeah.
we actually fall further and further down. So yeah, that's what So High is about. It's shot. Part of it's shot in a graveyard. Part of it
Oh,
some live footage. But yeah, that's really what it's about. And I've lost some people, as you know. I've lost some folks to overdose
yes.
and suicide and stuff like that. So this is dedicated to them and anybody who's struggling. You know, all I can say is, you know, whatever I can do to help you, or if there's some, just look for help, because
Yeah.
you know there's only one way for you to really touch your divinity, and it's not through substances.
Wow. That's beautiful. And I know we're going to talk about that more on the last song tonight.
Mm.
Wow. This is going to be great, y'all. Get ready. Take a breath, everyone. Let's take a breath. Now, I want to, before we go on to the song, I want to encourage everyone on here and everybody that comes back and listens to this and goes back and watches this. If you know of someone that is dealing with an addiction, please help them to get help. Help them get help.
Yes.
Get them help, because a lot of times people that are going through that, and we've had people ourselves, you know, everyone is affected by it. Get them help. Do whatever you can to get them help. Right,
Yeah.
Tim? I mean, let them know, hey, you're not hiding it from us. We know, and we want to help.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's that, and there's also, you know, part of the inspiration for the song was also, you know, people experiment.
Yes.
And oftentimes, especially with some of the drugs on the street these days, experimentation, even if you're not a drug addict, experimentation can lead to death. So accidental overdose is one of the things that kills so many of our young people and older people too. But so be very careful with what you do. Find healthy ways to find your way to your divinity.
I love that, Tim. That's beautiful. Gosh, that's beautiful. And now next time you need a thing you need to take up is preaching.
Whoa, preaching. Never
I
thought
bet
about that.
you should do it, because you just inspired me just from what you just said. I mean, for real. Very insightful, very beautiful. So let's play this So High, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, we do have two more. Sorry. Two more. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Want to believe, I wanna know, I wanna breathe and let it go. We were sent here to remember how to fly, but we get so high and fall so low. I feel you here, I feel your go. Can't close my eyes, don't wanna say I wanna run, but can't break free. Standing at the edge of sanity, but we get so high and fall so
I had to unmute myself. Wow, Tim, Lord, that is so mind blowing. Like for real, I mean, man, I don't even have any words to say. That is epic. It really is epic. So let's see what our lovely lady said. I'm out of words, honestly. Let's see. Cool song, correct. Like the glasses. Okay, hold on. I'm going back. Let us know about the ticket sales. Joanne, that's right. Maybe we can make a convoy. We got a great anyway. That would be cool. Love it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was so cool.
I'd love it if you guys came to Atlanta.
Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? Marie said, I can't even imagine what this would be like. Yeah, for real. Live, can you imagine, Marie? I mean, we did go to a Ted Nugent concert quite a few years ago in Corpus. And to me, that was the first rock and roll concert I'd ever been to because, I'm more of a country girl and nothing against rock and roll. It's just, I love all music. I really do. But to me, that was like, oh my God. I was like a kid just go. And the fact that you're here on the show, I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Like I said to you on the phone, things don't happen like that to housewives in Beeville, Texas. Well, guess what, ladies? They do. We're all witnessing that.
We got to come play a show in Beeville. That's what
I know. Believe me, even if we have to put you, that wouldn't have sounded right. Even if we have to stand you on the street and bring my travel trailer, I want you to rock the street. If I can't get you a gig for real, I will do that. You may not get paid for it, but I already got it figured out, Tim.
That's okay.
That would be something. Can you imagine the people?
It sounds like you got some nice folks there.
Oh yeah, it's a great little town. It really is. And it's not that little, but compared to where you are, the population is what, about 50,000, Brett? About 50,000. So that's
sounds like a nice town.
Sorry, we're 15,000.
Oh, look at Cindy put up the ticket link. There you go.
Look at you. This is to the ISSA Awards. Do y'all see it up there? I don't know if it'll let me put it on the screen. Let's try it.
There it is.
Still on the comment section, y'all.
Well, you just go to ISSAsongwriters.com and you can get tickets right there.
Oh my gosh. We could be convoy. Here we come. We're coming to the ISSA Awards. Wow. And it's in August. It is like August
August 24th is the show. Yeah. Would love to have you come out and introduce us. That'd be amazing.
Yes, wouldn't that be something? I hope and pray that we get to go. Yeah. I never say we're not going to do it. Now my attitude, I always tell my husband is no, we're not going to say we're not going to do it. We're going to say we're going to do it.
There you go.
Be positive because something's going to happen. Always provides. Something's going to happen where we're able to.
Right. This possibility always exists.
Yeah, that's true. And I know I want to go, man. That would be epic. Now I'm using the word epic like I'm a rock and roller. Do rock and rollers use the word epic? I don't know. Man, that's a good song. Jeez, man. And that's going to help so many people that are dealing with addiction. I mean, for real, because nobody addresses it. How do I say it? Yeah. Thank you. My husband gave me the words. I've never seen anybody put it right in your face like that. I mean, there was no doubt what that song was about.
Yeah.
We get so high. We go so, you know what I mean? It's not like hiding behind. I don't want to say that because it may upset someone, No, that's why I like it.
Yeah, no, it's every time we get high, we fall a little bit lower and we fall a little bit further away from that heaven that we're trying to get to, for sure.
Yeah. Beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So Marie said the cemetery back home in Port Neches would have been a cool place to film the cemetery part. There's a headstone that in the evening looks like two eyes staring at you. Oh Lord.
Wow.
That's cool.
I got to see that.
Cool. For real. You got to come wherever Port Neches is. Marie, where's that? I don't even know where that is. Not to visualize being there. Yeah, I've been trying to, believe me. I'm a big believer in if it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. If it's not meant to be, I mean, all I do is try my best. So, we're going to keep going because it's already 9:00, even though I'm for real. I'm having so much fun. I am in no hurry. It's not like we are timed. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm happy to hang out with you.
Normally
Maya is waiting for me to make some tacos soon.
Oh, you're going to have tacos. Wait a minute. It's Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday.
That's right.
Yay. Okay, so we have another song. We have two more, okay? So the next one that Cindy chose, and I'm glad she did, and Cindy, I took your advice on these. I just grabbed them and said, one at a time, is called Burden. Okay. I like that too. I'm just loving your titles, and I'm loving how you're almost like, this is the darker side of me. This is my warrior. You know what I mean? I love it. This is my reality. Yeah, the mighty one. Oh, I want to ask you about that. My husband reminded me. Thank God for my husband.
Sure.
So I want to ask you about the name of your band, the Mighty One.
Sure.
Tell me how you came up with that name. I have a feeling I know, but I may be completely wrong.
No, I mean, it was at a time, like we went back to, Heather and Maya and everything, and then you know, I I started the project in 2007, and I didn't have any band members. I didn't have anybody, so I just
Okay.
went. There was two names. It was going to be either called I Am Tim, or it was going to be called the Mighty One. I chose the Mighty One because I am the one. I am the Mighty One, but I am part. I am part of the one.
You're so smart.
I am part of the. You are part of the one. We
Yeah.
are. We are all one, but we are all sparks of the one, and that's really what the Mighty One is about. Is that we all have that divinity inside of us, and
Yes.
that's where the name came from. You can tell your husband that.
I
Yeah.
love that. You know what?
Mhm.
I have something I just heard the other day that really I remembered it, and that's unusual. Because someone told me that he said, just remember, we are literally but a fountain. He said, we're a fountain, and our water coming off of us is to give everyone else that thirst.
Oh,
And I was like,
love that.
whoa, that
Love
is
that.
beautiful. I'm hearing, Tim, that should be your next song, something like that. I'm serious. I can just hear
Yeah,
you doing that.
we're here to serve each other. That's
Yeah.
why we're here on this planet for sure. And yeah,
Wow.
burden.
Yes.
So I want to line that up for you. So burden was actually written in 1997. And it was when I realized that my first marriage was over. It still took me another 7 years to actually to get the guts up to, I mean, well, you heard what happened. It's not about
Yeah.
the guts.
Yeah.
But I realized that the marriage was dying, and so I was sitting in my studio. It was late at night, and I had this burden, this weight on me of the relationship, and I gave it to a higher power that night, and I released my burden. So that's what burden is about.
Wow, isn't that beautiful, Tim? You know what? When we finally get to that point, and I've done the same thing recently, I really have, and I don't think anybody can understand it until you actually do. You actually do. You say, okay, you go ahead. I give it up.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give it up.
You take this. You take this. You
Yes.
take this baggage, and it was a move to free myself, and
Amen to that. And I'm not here to preach either, but to me, after I did that, and probably after you did that, it really gave you that joy that surpasses all understanding, even more so. It's like, I'm free. I feel so much better. I feel like I lost 1,000 pounds. That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. Well, I could have said. Okay, so let's play this burden. Ladies and gentlemen, are y'all ready? Let's see what Jamie said. She said, you have my vote. I can see you with a Grammy. Me too. Gosh, wouldn't that be something? Well, if we all visualize it, it could happen for you, Tim. I visualize it too. Marie said 12 miles from Beaumont, Texas is where she lived. It was the closure that lifted the burden. I love it.
Yes.
So beautiful. So let's play this. This is going to be excellent. I'm already so excited to hear this. I haven't heard these either, y'all. So that should make you feel better. The only one I've really listened to is Kicking Stones, and it's incredible. But let's hear this, the burden, or burden, whatever. Here we go.
I
Yet again, Tim, what am I supposed to say to that? Wow. My husband said this could be used for anything if you're dealing with an issue. You could just say, I bring you my burdens and just lift them up. I love that. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. So
there's actually if you look around YouTube, there's actually a music video for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's also a music video, but yeah, it was great just to hear it.
I wish we would have had the video, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm sure the video is excellent. Now we're going to have to go right. My husband's been taking notes over there. We're definitely going to go. Marie said, great song. Cindy said, burden is sobering. Yes. And Cindy also said, it's a privilege and an honor to work with Tim and the Mighty One. Love working with him. Yeah. And I want to tell you, when Cindy contacted me and sent me your information, I didn't even realize that your information had been sent to me by Caden back in March. And somehow, I don't know how it slipped through the cracks. I didn't see it, or I don't know what happened, but I don't remember ever responding. Yeah, but it was the right time. Now was the right time.
Yes. Yeah. No, Caden's been doing a great job of promoting Kicking Stones and getting it out to radio and getting me some great interviews. And so I'm glad that it came to you through Cindy. That's beautiful, because Cindy and I have been working together for a while. I love her so much, and really hoping that she can make it out to the ISS.
I hope so too, because if nothing else, I owe her the biggest hug. And I told everybody I'm a hugger. You know what I mean? I hope that we're able to go, because, I want to just hug you, and, because that's what it's about, camaraderie and love towards your fellow man, for real. Because, you guys, it's cool because we're in this big family together. And that's exactly what I feel like every week I talk about it. I feel like we're all part of a family. Cindy said, love you, Tim. I mean, for real. Too, and these beautiful ladies that are here right now, they could be anywhere, but they're here. And to me, that is huge. It is just, it's spectacular. And I love them.
Carolyn's Angels.
Yes, they're beautiful. I love them all, for real. They are great. So we have one more song, Tim, and I know you got to get to your tacos. As much as I don't want this to end, I could talk all night. But this one is even more special, if that's possible, than any of the others, I think, because it talks about a very, very, very important message. And I want you to go into detail on this as much as you can, and tell us about the song Kicking Stones. Let me see what Cindy said. I haven't had American Hug in a long time. Well, I'm a good hugger.
Yeah, well, she's from America, and she hasn't been home for a long time.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Go
ahead, tell us about Kicking Stones while I get it ready.
Sure. Kicking Stones, written in 1993, believe it or not. Wow. I've been holding on to this song for such a long time, because it was written right around the time at the end of that whole Paul Stanley thing, and then music changed, as we know, that I talked about. No, it's been more than 6 years, Cindy. This song is actually almost 35 years old.
Because my son was born in 91. That's how I equate dates. I'm like, well, he's 32. He just turned 33.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
and it was written about my best friend Jeff. He was the drummer in the band in Unchained when we had that deal, and he came in the one day. And he was quite the ladies' man. He was a good-looking man. His picture is actually in the video.
I saw it.
Yeah. Yes. So that's him at 25 years old when we were hanging out. And he came into rehearsal one day and he said, "She's gone." He had a look on his face, and I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, his girlfriend that he'd been with for like 2 years, and I sent her down the road kicking stones. He said. And my keyboard player at the time, and is the keyboard player now again, 35 years later, he's the keyboard player for the Mighty One. He had this beautiful piece of piano music, and it just kind of all fell together in that moment. And fast forward to 2016, end of 2016, Jeff has had, my best friend Jeff has had cancer for about 4 years, stage 4 cancer.
No.
I helped him out. He was in a great relationship, but alcohol was always something that was in his life. Yeah. And it's something he struggled with. When he was on these cancer drugs that were keeping him alive, so he couldn't drink. So he was sober, but he started to slip. And anyways, we lost him in late 2016, and it's a song about him, and now it's also a song that's a tribute to him. And it's also bringing awareness to, again, substance abuse and suicide. Like, I know he didn't mean to kill himself. Okay, I know it didn't set out to kill himself, but he did kill himself. You know what I mean? And
First of
so,
all, I'm so sorry.
yeah,
I'm so sorry for your loss.
this song is dedicated to anybody who is struggling, and doesn't want to be here anymore. I want you to know that there is hope, and that people love you, and just reach out. One of the awesome things that we have recently in North America is, like when you need a police or fire, you call 911. Well,
Yes.
if you feel like you're going to take your own life, dial 988. There's somebody waiting right now to help you and support you. And anybody who's listening to this and is considering taking their own life, please reach out to me. Anybody here, whatever I can do, that I'm passionate about helping people through these emotional storms, and the storm will pass. The storm will pass.
Exactly. But when you're going through it, it sure doesn't feel like it, does it?
It doesn't. It feels like, it just feels like it's unbearable. So that's really what Kicking Stones is about. So it's got a deep history, and in many ways is sort of the real gem of this Torch of Rock and Roll album, because it's the past, the present, and the future all come together in this song.
And the title came from when she's gone, and I sent her down the road kicking stones.
That's right. Yeah.
Powerful.
So anyways, that's
my
where it's at.
gosh.
So,
Y'all, this song is so powerful. So get ready for this, okay? And I want you to listen close to the lyrics. It's so good, Tim. I mean, honestly, you are helping so many people out there. Remember, tell them the number again one more time. It's
988. So dial, you dial 911 if you need fire or police. If you feel like taking your own life, dial 988. There's somebody there 24 hours a day.
And I think that's pretty much everywhere now, right? 988. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
988. Okay, so let's play this great song, Kicking Stones. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I agree, Tim is truly a gem. Yes, Cindy, he is. Thank you, beautiful. Here we go.
Smart enough to let it go, but I don't care, 'cause I don't know how it feels on the inside. To the end, to this lover's dream, all is dead, silent screams, and you see it on the outside. In the bottle, piece of my mind going down, but I'm not the kind trying to get control. Who gives a damn? I am, no, I can't hide. Laughing, crying, suicide. Don't wanna face it on my own. No, not today. Down the road, kicking stones, kicking them all away. Down the road, kicking stones, kicking them all away. Rowboat sunrise on the lake, I could swear I felt it shake.
My goodness, Tim. What a way to end the show tonight. Absolutely. Absolutely. So powerful, so gorgeous. I mean, really. I mean, really, really. And I listened to it, but until you explained the meaning of it, I didn't really grasp it. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So I
100%. 100%.
Man. So when you go out and play this live, do you always tell them what this song means and what it means to you and the significance, I'm sure, right?
Of course, absolutely, of
Uh,
course. Yeah, and I just want to acknowledge, the other guys in the band. Obviously, I told you about Bob Wagner,
yeah.
the drummer, the keyboard player. Again, we wrote this back in 1993.
That's
So James
crazy.
James Meyer on the keyboards, bass player, amazing Jamaican, like just the most
I mean,
talented
it's
bass player.
excellent. It
Yeah,
is, man, it's good.
yeah, the bass player's name is Chris Campbell,
Chris,
and
great
um,
job.
and Randy Robertson on the guitar. I just want to let you know the actual guitar solo
Yeah.
was recorded by the original guitar player from 1993, and his name is Colin Glennie. So he was the one who actually came in and recorded the guitar solo here in the studio. So the original guitar player from that time came back to the studio 35 years later and played the solos.
Come on. Well, that's how much he believed in it.
Yeah.
Wow, Tim. Let's check these comments. Oh my God. I don't even know. You're just beyond incredible. Beyond. I can't even here's normal and this is beyond. You're way over here. So wow. So Cindy said Kicking Stones deserves that Grammy. I highly recommend everyone to listen and download YouTube. So I'm going to put it back on the screen before we leave. Marie said, my daughter was born in 91. That's so cool. So was my son. That's why we get along so great. Cindy says, Kicking Stones, phenomenal impact. Amen to that. I mean, since I had, Cindy, we got to get you a USA hug. I'm going to figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay. So I'm going back here. I agree. Tim is truly a gem. That's so sweet. Yeah, I think, let me put these, you know what, I'll go back. Let me read the comments first. Marie said, another great song. The deepness and meaning in his songs are very strong and powerful. Great artist. Yeah, every one of your songs have a very special, specific meaning. I mean, it's not just screaming, you know what I mean? And a lot of times I think a lot of the music nowadays, when it's heavy like that, it's just, and you can't really make sense of it. It's like, it doesn't make any sense, but yours, all you got to do is listen. It's like, oh, wow, that hit me. You know what I mean? It's like, boom, that hit me in the heart because I can understand exactly what you're saying. Very deep, Marie said. And Jamie said, now, Jamie, you're going to make me cry because I didn't know this. Jamie said, do you want me to read this out loud, Jamie? Is it okay if I read it out loud? I'm going to just let you read it to yourself, Tim.
I see it. I see it. It really impacted me when she put this up. That
Yes.
she's struggling with cancer, and she can't take anything but ibuprofen for it, and she, there's not very many people around her, and she's got God and music to keep her going. So
Yes.
Jamie,
And Jamie, go ahead.
yeah. So Jamie, so thank you for your vulnerability and thank you for your courage, to post that publicly. And Jamie, anything that I can do for you, please, find me on Facebook, friend me, whatever I can do to support you. I'm definitely here.
Yeah. And you know what? I believe that 100%. And same with me, Jamie. I wish, it's weird how we all, I think we're all susceptible to that. But, I've never, luckily, fortunately, I've never dealt with anything like that. But most of us, we just like, oh, we don't want to tell them that. We got to keep that close to our vest because, whatever it is, because that's just too hard, or that's too much. But Jamie, I want you to know that you can tell us anything. You really can. And we love you. And I love you. I appreciate you so much because like I've been saying, you could be anywhere. But the fact that you're here almost every week without fail means that you are wonderful. And not just because of that. If I met you and I would just hug you so tight. I'm just giving you the biggest hug. We do a thing at our little shows that we do little karaoke shows trying to bring joy. And somebody showed us this. So you take your right hand and put it on your left shoulder. Come on, y'all. Now take your left hand and put it on your right shoulder. Now, everybody do it. Now just squeeze.
Ah, give yourself a hug. I like it. Yeah, so important.
Yeah, you're
So
not. I'm
important.
not there with you, but that's me hugging you, and that's you hugging yourself
I
to tell you
felt
you're
it.
all worth it. Yeah.
I
Wow,
felt it.
Jamie, I love you. I really do. And Cindy said the mighty one truly delivered this masterpiece, Kicking Stones. Marie said, "Great band." My husband's over here freaking out. Jamie said, "Yes." Amen, Jamie. God is a healer, is also able to do the impossible. And you know what, Jamie? Now that you have been vulnerable, you're going to have even more of us praying for you. And I promise I will. And I know Cindy will. I know everybody that's here will. And I mean,
Absolutely.
for real, because prayer is so powerful. I feel you
Absolutely.
both. You guys, man, what an incredible honor this was to have you on the show. And I mean that, Tim. I mean, just
Likewise. Likewise, Carolyn.
wow. It's been such a blessing. I mean, and God arranges everything and he sets up these meetings between everyone. And no matter how that happened. And I absolutely believe that with you. I believe that with Cindy. And I know because like I said on the phone, I'm like, oh yeah, sure. I'm this little housewife in Beeville, Texas. Yeah, I'm gonna have a rock star on my show. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's like
I love your energy, and
oh,
I love your honesty, and I just love your pure joy that you put
oh,
out there, Carolyn, and to be surrounded by your angels, by Carolyn's
isn't that
angels
something?
is just absolutely amazing, and that it comes from Cindy and from Caden, but
Yeah.
I really want to hold out Cindy here because she's been struggling too. Like she's been struggling with her
Oh,
health
oh
for
God.
quite some time. And so for her, even through her struggles and through her pain, she's been supporting the mighty one in such a powerful way. And I'm so grateful to her. She leads me to people like you. I mean, what can I say?
Man, well, yeah, and as soon as I talked to her on the messenger, even I was like, okay. First of all, I thought she was like, yeah, okay, you're sure, you know what I mean. It's hard to believe these things sometimes because I know that, and I'm a big believer in that, especially now that God is he blesses us and blesses us. But when he does stuff like this, I'm like, come on now, you know what I mean? What for me? Okay, yes. So we have to spread that, we have to spread it out everywhere. And that's what our little motto is. Carolyn's Corner. I came up with that. We can change the world one corner at a time. And now we're reaching more and more corners of the world. I think that's so incredible.
Amen.
Never in a million years did I think that would happen. I mean, spreading just love and joy through music and through just love. I mean, honestly. Yeah. So let's see. Marie said, cancer has taken most of my family. My daughter has lost cancer most of her adult life. Breast cancer 5 times, uterine cancer 4. Oh my God. Golly, I'm so sorry to hear that. And Marie said, Tim, you have been amazing. And Marie sends us so many artists too. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without her. But you know what? It takes a village. It takes a village to keep up with a Carolyn.
Yeah, so anybody who's here, please come look me up personally.
Yes.
I will. I'm happy to take your friendship and support you. I try to put out inspiring stuff. Not only with my music is there to start conversations, but I look forward to the conversations. And,
I know I got to see a few of your posts, and I was like really touched by those. So he's doing other stuff, y'all. He's not just singing; he's giving you inspiration. Almost, I don't know how often you're putting those videos, but the little bit that I saw is like, now that's cool, because you're paying it forward. Your successes and your blessings, you're passing them, and that's how we should all be. Just you're sharing them with others, because without sharing it with others, what's the point? You know what I mean? What is your Facebook page under? Yeah, tell them.
My name Tim Steinruck. You can just find Tim Steinruck, and you'll find me.
Yeah, and Tim, when you get a chance, please send me that link we were talking about earlier. I'm going to share it on my Facebook page and wherever I can.
For Warrior, yeah, absolutely.
Warrior, yes,
yeah,
my husband wrote that down.
Yeah, for Warrior DJ, I will do that. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, another powerful. And Kicking Stones, share that with me, along with the verbiage, so I can share that, because you never know who we may reach. I mean,
Of course.
So together, if we just keep doing this little by little by little by little, we're going to reach more and more people. So,
amen.
Yeah, you got to get that Grammy. You're going to get that Grammy. I predict it. I say it. So, man, and I'm going to be there.
All right.
We're all going to be there. We're going to be there. All like, Tim. Of course, like I am now from all the screaming. Thank you again for another great show. Oh, you're so welcome.
Yeah.
And I am so pleased that we got the echo fixed. I'm so mad at myself. I didn't realize it before the issue, but it's okay. That's life. You know, everybody's,
Right.
we can't do it all, but together we can do it all, you know, because I sure can't do it on my own. I need all the help I can get.
Please, Carolyn, please give your best to or give my best to your husband.
He's right
And,
here. I sure will.
All right. And
Yes.
thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person, God willing, and your beautiful wife. I can't wait. I know she's got to be gorgeous. And your daughter, tell her thank you so much for making her.
She's sitting right here. She's
Hi,
got,
sweetie. Hi, Maya.
she's got tacos in her eyes.
Oh, you better feed that girl. You should get the Grammy. Yeah, I think so. We're going to try. I don't know. Our little corner, we'll try to make it happen. Hey, Tim, enjoy those tacos. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. We will talk to you soon. Keep in touch.
Okay, Carolyn.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, sweetheart.